So if you've been following us on Facebook or YouTube over the last couple of years, you'll realise that we've got a soft spot for the Honda Valkyrie. Unlike a lot of the traditional cruisers which came with a V-twin, this actually came with a 1500 flat 6, making it incredibly torquey and incredibly smooth. These Valkyrie Touring models also never made it to the UK. These were the US spec, so they came with the Touring screen, the Touring bags, hard bags, and the sissy bar. And this one also has got the luggage rack. As you can also see, these bikes are littered with chrome, which gives it a real classic styling. If you're looking for the ultimate cruiser, then this might be it. But we're not here today to talk about this bike in particular, because what happens if you strip one of these down and take off the bags, take off the sissy bar, take off the screen, and potentially turn it into a bobber? Well, we've been busy doing just that. So here, take a look at this. And this is our bobber project. So we did actually buy this bike. It was already bobbed, but it wasn't really up to our standards. So we ended up stripping the whole bike down and we ended up starting again. So let me jump off this bike and I'm going to introduce you to Rico, who helped build this bike with me. He's going to talk you through everything what we did.
Hi, I'm Rico, the mechanic here at American Cruiser. I'm here to tell you a little bit more about our Valkyrie Bobber project that we've had ongoing now for 6 months. So let's start right at the very top. We've opted to go for a pair of VTX switchgear that have a larger internal diameter to give the brake a smoother feel and the clutch a better engagement. We've gone for the underslung mirrors to complement the giant ape hangers we've got on the bike. Now, when we bought this bike, it did have the apes on it already, and we were on the fence about it, but as the build has progressed, we've really fallen in love with the style it is. We have internal wiring for the switchgear, all ran down, polished triple trees, custom indicators front and rear. Now, again, mechanically, this bike has had an awful lot of work. Where we've had the bike stripped down to nothing, we've rebuilt all the brakes, ultrasonically cleaned the carbs, and also checked, inspected cam belts and the tappet adjustment. Now, everything you see on this bike, which is gloss or satin, has pretty much been powder coated. We have had this bike right down to a frame and an engine. Best bit about the bike, the exhaust. So, this time around, we've opted to keep the headers a little bit longer, and we've had the exhaust tips made shorter and fatter, just to give that flat 6 the burble it needs. Hagon have made us a set of custom shocks for the rear, just to drop the back end again down just the way we want it sat. You know, we don't want it jacked right up in the air. And a local company in Andover, Lucky Foot Trimming, have done a fantastic job re-trimming the seat for us, just to bring the anthracite right up through the bike. Paintwork wise, we've opted to go for this heavy blue metal flake with the white and yellow accents on it, and we think it makes the classic styling of the bike stand out really well. Now, enough listening to me, let's go hear what the bike sounds like on the road.
Right, so thank you very much, Rico, for explaining the bike. I'm just going to take it out for a bit of a ride. So, I hope everyone can hear me, because this thing is seriously loud. sound like this. And for the main thing, most bobbers, they're quite, you know, they're quite uncomfortable, but this thing is really nice and comfortable. With its flat six engine, I know it sounds like it does, but it still rides seriously smooth. Some of you may have watched the Rune video that I did. I mean, it may not be that smooth, but it's pretty smooth. If you've been following us before, you probably know we've done the lockdown bobbers. I think we've done about 5 of those. One of them was a drag bike, which was quite cool. And we thought we'd do things a little bit differently with this one. As you say, it's got the apes on it. And having the apes, at first we were a bit, you know, we didn't know whether we wanted the apes or not, but as Rico said, we sort of fell in love with them as we kept going, and it was just a bit different to the previous bikes. Also, I love the underslung mirrors. They look really cool. It's a beautiful evening here today. Just outside Salisbury, just going through South Newton. But I wanted to put this video together because a lot of people say, you know, when they see these Valkyries, well, the bobbers, you know, what's it like to ride? What's it sound like? Well, it sounds incredible. Also, we've got a Continental on the front, rather than the Hagon Cobra. It's a slightly smaller tyre, but it seriously makes the handling sort of a lot better. And even with those lowered shocks, it still rides really well. As I said earlier, it's not like a standard bobber where, you know, you sort of do maybe 10 miles on it and your arse has gone numb. This is actually really comfortable. You can do some distance on this bike. Oh, this guy's going to be through. Through a lovely little village called Berwick St James. I tell you what, riding this thing, it just feels cool. I really like these apes. Beautiful countryside around here. I tell you what, whoever buys this is going to get themselves an absolute showstopper. This bike is seriously cool. Well, that is a wrap. We hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys appreciate the bike as much as we do. The bike is now up for sale, and it's on the website with all of our other stock. The link to the website is in the description below. If you do miss out on this bike for some reason, we do actually have another Valkyrie that is coming over from the States right now. It's probably in the middle of the Atlantic somewhere, but when that one gets here, we'll be working on that over the winter to get ready for next year. We don't know what we're quite going to do yet, but I'm sure it will be pretty cool, just like this one. Wherever you are in the world, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for all your cruiser motorcycle content. Be safe, have fun, and we'll see you soon.